Howdy do. Morning, morning, morning.
The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker. Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
With you in a second. Howdy do. Morning, we're back on again a little bit. Just for a bit till we go out. Right, let's get on with it. If I could work out how to operate this thing. Right, here we go. Morning, morning, morning. Right, here we go. So we've got basic keyboard. There's a few things I need to check. Some size is not quite right here. And the button. Let's just measure it up. Let's just measure it up. So from the edge of the black plastic to the end of the metal, it's 7mm. 7mm. Let's just make sure we got 7mm. I think it's that there, that line. Is it 7mm? 7.5? That's alright. 7.5? I'll leave it like that. Okay, so we've just got to sort out the keys at the other side. These few here, there's an anomaly, if I can't even say that word. We have an anomaly, as in there's something wrong. It's Norwich, sunny Norwich. Right, so what have we got wrong here? That seems to be in line with that. That doesn't, and that doesn't. So, where's the problem? So that line goes from there to there, then back out. So there might be an anomaly somewhere. Let's try to work out where the anomaly is before we carry on with the plastics. Where is the anomaly? Right, everything looks good there. Everything looks good there. So, I'm not quite sure. Let's do a few checks. Yes, that's bigger than 10. Looks 10mm to me. It's amazing that you know. It's amazing that you do all this measurement and it's still not quite right. 20, 27, 37, 37. Excuse me. 22.5 and 51. It's not quite in the centre, that one. Yeah, so slightly offset. No, maybe not. I don't know where the problem is. Let's just measure from all the way over, all the way over from one key to the last key. 46, 446. Excuse me. Right, so we want from here all the way to here. It's actually 446 and I got 451. Right, that's weird. Right, let's measure the plastic. So the plastic is 4444. Oh, the plastic. So we're just in there. 4444. Yeah, it's 4444. 444444444. So I don't quite get where the problem is. Let's measure the space bar. Let's go up the space bar. $170. Space bar is 170. $171. Right, that can be forgiven. Yeah, it's a little bit long. Little bit. Actually, I've just seen an anomaly. That's a smaller gap there, isn't it? That looks a bigger gap. What's wrong here? Let's have a look here. Right, so there's a problem. So we're slightly out on some of our sizes here. 2.69. .69. Surely it should be 2 mil, shouldn't it? It's not even 2 mil. It's actually less. It's actually 1 mil. Maybe these 2 mils are not quite right. Maybe they're 1 mil. Yeah, I think they're only 1 mil. They're not 2 mil. They're 1.5. Right. So what can we do about that? Let's have a look. Just make sure we got what we got here. Go into perspective mode. So, oh, we got 2.69. Okay, so we're not quite right on the keys. Somewhere the right sizes, but spread the distance apart is not right. That's 2 mil. So we're a bit bigger than what we should be, but we seem to have all the keys on, which is very strange. Let's just have a look at it. Yeah, there's a lot wider than what it's supposed to be. Right, let's measure the key. Bottom alt key to the top key. Easier said than done. 122 and a half. 122 and a half. So if we go from Right, so go from there to, I don't know how you get round to it. $124, and I reckon I've got, it could be 124. We're looking at it now. Yeah, it's difficult because the keys are angled. Very difficult to get the size right. Yeah, it could be 122 and a half. It could be 123. It could be 125. I can't tell. So, something not right. So I know these distances are right here. Apart from there's less of a gap. Right, let's measure escape key to function key end. As long as they've got the overall size right, the keys are very, very slightly smaller. Doesn't matter. Right, 178.75. 278.75. Let's see what we got. 27. Actually got less here for some reason. 275 I've got. Have I got 275? Yeah. 275. I've got 275. And I said I've got 278. So we're over by a few millimeters. Right, so we're over by 3.75 millimeter. So we are over. It does look over there, doesn't it? So is that one in the right position? That begs the question. This is difficult. Actually, that one's set back. That one there, it's got a relief back on it. I can measure that. So it's about 3 millimeter. So we need to come back 3 millimeter. Right, so that needs to sit there. Yeah, so it's sticking over, so we need to lose, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll lose from this, we'll keep the 10 mil, we'll lose 1 mil's probably too much, so we'll lose half a mil. Let's lose half a mil, see what we get. So now that's, actually we'll start from this end. Start from this end and move over. So I don't know, I suppose we could maybe, it's difficult to see, I'm going to plan view, parallel projection, plan view. Right, so that needs to come over. Now I've lost the line. Right. So I reckon I'm just over by a tiny bit. 3.25, let's move it. Move it over by 3.25. Right, what have we got now? Have we got 3 mil? 3.25, 3 mil. Yeah, so that's about where it needs to be. So we need then to push this over. So we push that by 3.25, so we need to push this one over. So that went 3.25, so let's push this over by 2.75. 2.75, and that should give us a something like a, what kind of gap is it? Difficult to measure. 1.5. So we've lost half a mil. That's what we wanted, yeah. Right, so we've got the problem here. Right, so we've got to remember all this now. So we'll move all them over by calculations are not good. So that one went over by 2.75. Well, we could move, tell you what, we could move them over by the same amount for now, 2.75. Then we need to come back one on this one, back half a mil. That's 0.5. This one needs to come back by a mil. Then this one back by 1.5 mil. So we should have, that's a better spacing. Now, have we still got 10 mil here? 9 mil. So we need to move that over by a mil. Over by a mil. That's it. And we need to move all this over by not that one now, by a mil. Yeah. So what have we got down here? We should have our original 2 mil back. Yeah. So we need to move that over by 0.5. Then that one over by, well, all these actually, by 0.5. Okay, so that should be about right for that. Should it? Yeah. Yeah, it looks okay. So we still need 10 mil here. Got 11 mil, so we can. That's good because we want to be able to bring that over a millimetre. Right, so that's the actual size of it. That's better proportion. Now we need to align. These need to come over by a millimetre. Right, that's a millimetre. So they should be lined up, yes. Oh, that, yes, they are, sort of. Right. Now we need to Right, so we've got to move. That's come over by a millimetre. So we need to move that over. Let's just move them all and do the same pattern. Apart from that one at the minute. So move that one over by a millimetre. No, what's going on? 1 mil. Right, so we got. Right, something's happened. Undo move. That's a millimetre. So this should be 1.5 millimetre. It's 2 millimetre. Right, okay. I need to bring that back then. .5. Okay, and we need to then deselect that one and bring this one back by 0.5 and deselect that one, bring that by 0.5. Is that right? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it looks about right. Yeah, deselect that, bring it back by 0.5. Wrong one. Deselect that. Yeah, it's a long-winded. Right. Let's just save it. Right, they've moved frequency again. I thought I was going to be doing the plastics this morning. Well, we will hopefully get started.
What's your plan for the day? Really nothing. I've got no plans really. I might take Mum out for driving the car. She's had shingles. She's been a bit rough for a couple of 3 weeks, her bride. She's sort of 80% over it. Yeah, so I'll take her out for a drive in the car. Maybe she doesn't really grip it. But she will do, but she's still not quite right. So I'll take her out for a drive in the car. Maybe stop at a drive through the bowls, get her an ice cream. She'd love to look at some of ice cream once in a while. That's with Mum at 91 years old. So I'll take her out for a drive sometime this morning. And it's a beautiful.
So that one has to stay where it is. But it's too big. Oh no, it doesn't actually. So we've got a problem here. You can see a problem we've got here. 2 mil there. So that would have to move over like that. And they're all spaced apart, but that's not what you've got there. You've got a massive space. Right, that's because I haven't moved all the rest over yet. Let's have a look. Yeah, so that's right. Let's come out of that. Let's have a look from the top. Yeah, that key's too far over according to the plastics. So that edge must be in the middle of there. Okay, that makes sense. Let's try it.
Every forum day got this job, so no, first class. A week treat. But I'm heading for breakfast this morning at 9. The local hall is putting on big breakfast.
6 mil, is that right?
I'll say a big Scottish breakfast, but just the same in English.
Looks right, doesn't it?
Including the kitchen sink, toast and coffee, sit down with a snack, local, and it's a charity breakfast. So,
Alright. Let's measure it. Yeah, 1.5 mil. Right, so we've got that. So that's right with the plastic now. Yeah. Does it look right? Just have a look compared to the real thing. No, it's too far over according to that. A bit too far over. So, I can see what's going on. This is supposed to be lined up with that. So the whole lot has got to come over a bit. But we're lined up with that.
With that, I'll pass it to yourself and,
Or are we lined up with that? Right, so let's bring the whole lot over. Let's say that's what we're having. That's a known size. And that has got to be lined up with that. Lined up with that. Yeah, exactly. Right, so we've got to bring the whole thing over. Right, is that good? Let's have a look. Yeah. That's where that's got to go. So, but that's our distance, so something... Right, I tell you what, maybe we've got to reduce this 10 mil to 9.5 mil. Let's do that. Let's grab all these and move it over. 9.5 mil. 9.5 mil, and then this one over 0.5 mil, so still not quite right. So we know that's probably better than this not lined up. So ain't far away. There's something not right. So we know that's right now, or do we just measure it again? Two 274. 274.5. 275. 275. So we've already measured that. I fancy that. I think we've already done that. So we've gone from there to there. 273.5. So we're a bit short there. Okay, so 3 points, that's 1.25. Not big enough, that's right there. So we probably need that gap again back. 1.25 divided by 2, 5.625. No, 1.625. Okay, we'll go with that then. .625, is it? Maybe I got that wrong. No, I haven't I? Got that wrong, so 1.25 divided by 2, oh yeah, 0.6. It's got to be 1.25, so 6.65. No. 0.6125. And then this one over by 0.6125. And the overall size is 274.73. Right. Right, what we got here? We got there to there, we got 10.11. 10.11. Okay. Weird. Alright, I don't know. So, that seems to line up with this one. Sort of. Let's have a look. Almost. We haven't moved them over yet. That's about the right distance, because it's not quite, it's just slightly under 275. Leave that like that. Okay, so that's our reference. That does stick over a bit there, the keycap. So what we spread out now, we spread out. That's about right. Oh, is that right there? Hang on. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's about right there. That is. So we'll take this as being correct. Now, for some reason this one's weird. So what is going on over here? Let's just see what's going on over here.
Listening in the station. Mike 7 Hotel India Juliet listening in the station. Mike 7 Hotel India Juliet listening any station. Mike 7 Hotel India Juliet QRP Wolverhampton listening in the station.
Right, okay. Right, yeah, that's good. So, maybe that one's not quite the right size. Let's just have a measure. 27.5. 27.5 is supposed to be this one. Ah, there you go. It's 25.5. It's 1 millimeter too small. No, it's, yeah, each side. 1 millimeter that way. And 1 millimeter that way. Ah, so we need to move the whole thing over by 1 millimeter. Yeah, now does it line up? I think it does. Let's have a look. Yay! It lines up. That's good. Right, now this one doesn't quite line up with that one, but the gap is... Ah, we haven't adjusted this row yet. So that row's done, this row's done, and we've got alignment there. And we're sticking over the plastic the right amount. Okay. I can put the keyboard down a minute. So we just need to sort out these now. That's okay. Oh, is that okay there? No, no, it's not, is it? Not quite. So we can move that over a little bit. Let's just check the size of that one. Right, what happened there? 35.7 according to that. 35.7. No, it's bigger. It's actually 37. I say it's actually 37. Could be even 37.5. So let's try it again. 27. Oh, hang on. That's the wrong one. 30. Yeah, it's too small by a certain amount. Right. Okay. It's too small. 35.7 needs to come back. So let's take it over 0.35. Square it up first. Right, that's brought it back so it's a better size. Still 35.7. What? How can it be? I've just moved it. I've just adjusted it. Hey? Undo, close, undo, move. Undo, move. Oh. I know what I did. Undo, redo, move. It went the wrong way. Should have shrunk it. Right, now what have I got? 35, yeah. And we need to then take that over. No, I don't want that. Ah, I think that's what that one of those guys told me. See, if I select from left, top left to down, it selects only completed stuff. If I go from, is it bottom down to there, selects every line. Yeah. So that's something that one of the comments explained, but I couldn't work it out at the time. I just worked it out now. So we've got 35. We need to grow it by a millimetre. Say we need to go 1.25 and 1.25, which will give us, should give us 37.5. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's lined up with that, but this is not lined up with that, but the whole thing's got to be pushed over a bit anyway. So let's line that up now. Let's try to move this over a bit.
Thank you, my friend. 73 QRZ Bravo Germany 0.
Still not quite right, a little bit more. Too much, so 0.25. Does it line up? Yeah. So that's lined up there. So we need to move all these across. I can just stay there a minute. So we need to move these across now to get that 1.5 mil gap. That looks about right. Let's just measure it. Is that 1.5 mil? 1.65. So we've got to come back. 0.125.
Okay, thank you. Italy Zulu 6, Yankee Lima Mike. You're also 59, Bravo Germany 0, Charlie Alpha Bravo 73.
.15.
November 7
Is that
again.
right? Don't know what I'm doing. Going crazy here. I'm going slightly mad. That's it.
Again.
It's finally happened. If you're already mad from the outset, if you're mad from the outset, you can't actually go mad, can you? You're already mad. Right, so we've got to lose that one and move. Right, go back. Is it? No, it's not. It's an arbitrary. Oh, is it 1.5? Don't know. Let's try it. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's right. So we're okay. So lose that one. 0.5.
So thank you, 73 QRZ Bravo Germany 0, Charlie Alpha Bravo. Something Oscar Echo 1 again. Oscar Echo 1, X3 uniform again. Okay, Oscar Echo 1, Delta X3 uniform, 59. Roger, 100% copy. Thank you, Oscar. Roger, Oscar Echo 1.
Okay. Right, so this one's not right. I don't think. I need to measure that from there to there. see the width of that. If I can get hold of it, yeah. 27.75. 27.75. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So we've got to somehow get that over to there. Let's just move it over till it looks right. Have we got 1.5 now? No, points. We're over by a little bit too much. So we need to move it by 0.15. And we've got, that's it, 1.5 spacing. Right, so we're sticking out a bit now. We're sticking out a bit, so what is wrong? What is wrong? That's all lined up over there. Let's have a look. Any weird gaps across there? So we're a little bit out for some reason. Don't know why. That's okay there. That's okay there. We're lined up from there to actually. No, we're a little bit out there. Look at that. We are a little bit out. So it's a tiny bit out. So what we need to do, well, find out how far we are out really. .22 of a mil out. 0.22 of a mil out. So we could bring, select all this maybe. Let's do a reverse selection. Let's try the reverse one. Yeah, that works. I like that. Who was it told me that? Let's have a look. Kids Time. Kids Time 1234. He said his comment was, oh, and click from the bottom right, drag up to the top left for your selections. That will select everything that the selection box touches, as opposed to regular top left. Yeah, thanks for that one again. Good one, that. Now if I bring the whole lot over, still going to be out by the same amount. Okay. Right, let's just do it anyway to get it lined up. 0.22. So now we should be lined up. Yeah, lined up better now. So all the spacing looks good across here. There's no weird ones. What I've noticed, that centre line isn't bang in the middle there. Now, I need to check. So, let's just see. We've still got that problem there. Let's just say that what we need to do is have a look at the real one. See if the middle of the dimple, middle of the dimple is in the middle of the keyboard. Middle of the key, it does look like it's in the middle, yeah.
Sierra Victor 8, Echo Uniform X-ray.
Yeah, definitely looks like it's in the middle.
Echo Uniform X-ray.
And we, right, so that gap there,
Victor 8, Echo Uniform X-ray.
so we need to basically,
Sierra Victor 8, Echo Uniform X-ray.
let's get these, so this,
Sierra Victor 8, Echo Uniform X-ray.
these need to shift
Sierra
over,
Victor 8, Echo Uniform X-ray.
shift over a little bit,
Sierra Victor 8, Echo Uniform X-ray.
so that line is in the middle.
Sierra Victor 8, Echo Uniform X-ray. Sierra Victor 8, Echo Uniform X-ray.
So 0.5, yeah, 0.5, that's it.
Sierra Victor 8, Echo Uniform X-ray.
So we're over 0.5, but now we've got a problem here because we're lined up. So what do we do with that? And we're still not lined up here. Back in a sec. Alright. Right, sorry. Okay, so we need to go over. I forgot how far we have to go over now. 0.5 was it? Still not quite right. Still not right. That's the right distance. Gonna have to trim it slightly. I suppose we could measure from the end of there to the end of there again, just to see if that's correct. So it's 120, 293, 298. I think it's 298. 298. Let's have a look. Right, so it's 298 from. Can't get to it from there. Hang on. Why does that look weird? That one. Is it weird shape? That one. Oops. Is it a weird shape? Can't get to it. Is that a weird shape? Have I done? Yeah, it looks a weird shape to me. I might have messed that one up. Is it too far over one way? I don't know, can't tell. No, it looks alright. It looks a bit white leaning over. Hang on, you have to go into this mode to be able to tell. Yeah, it looks like it's not quite enough. How can I find that out? Don't know what that will do. That's a little bit different, isn't it? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway. Don't know. Should we get rid of that one and make it again? Right, which one is it again? I forgot which one it is now. Oh dear. Right. Anyway, I've totally... A human brain, once it gets nested 5 things in, as in you got your first thing you're trying to solve, and then in order to solve that first outer extremity, you have to go nested within one thing to get a result that you need for the first one. But then you get to the second nested, well, you get to the first nested from the main. Then to get the answer to pass back to the first one, or the root or the parent, you need to go nested again. So you need to remember all that stuff. Then you go nested 5 times. A human can remember, in his prime, he can remember 5 times without writing it down, with noise and sand all around him. Now I think the crow can remember nested 3 times. The raven and the crow. Not many things can do that. Anyway. So anyway, that's where I get lost. Too many nested problems. Right, so we were measuring the distance of that, weren't we? Right, okay. So what gets me, I'm trying to swing it round. On my directions here, I haven't got a look from the back. I've got a top, a front, a right. Oh, I've got a back, hang on. It's alright. I've got a back. So I have got a back. Strike that. Strike that from the record. Right, so I want to go from there. And I've got to get around. I could go transparent and do it. 293.5. Now I can't remember, talking about nested, what it was. Oh well. It is that. It's exactly 293.5. It's fine. It's fine the way it is. Right, so that is the size of it. Okay, so that is exactly what we want. So we are lined up there. I said we were lined up. Now, for some reason we're sticking out a bit there. We're sticking out there when there was no reason for it. Somewhere there must be a mistake. Well, let's measure that one again. 37.5. 37.5. It's difficult to measure. 37.5 it is. So, that gap doesn't look right there. See that? Right, so I found it. That's just going to make it worse, isn't it? Yeah. So that is right, and this is wrong. Oh, but we're in the middle. So yeah, there's a fault here. Obviously a fault. Faults somewhere. It's almost like an impossible thing. We know that's the right side, we know the key's the right side, That's in the middle of the key as it's supposed to. So we either make one of these, that's the right size, or these are the right size, and that's the right size. But we're too far over. Very strange. I don't know where the problem is. Knowing where the problem is the problem. Let's try and work it out. I don't see it. Don't see it. I'm not seeing it. Anyway, we need to line it up so we can get our plastics around the edge of it. So something needs to give. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I thought we had an extra key for a minute, but we don't. So how can this be? It's impossible to be like that. So I presume they would have had all this trouble when they first designed it. Someone saying, no, that can't be that size, it's got to be this size. So, I don't know. What do I do? So that's where it's got to be. I don't get it. So we've got some problems. Right, so we know that's the same size. Something's got to give then. So what is going to give? Right, we know these 12 are in the right place. That's got not quite enough gap, so what we can do, alright, we'll have to, what are we going to do? Let's find out what this gap problem is. Right, let's get the right amount of gap there. What have we got? 1 mil, we need to go over, so we need to lose this, this one here needs to, we need to go over 0.25 that way, and 0.25 that way. Then we need to move the whole thing over 0.5. And that then should still be lined up. Down here, yeah, it should be still lined up. Is it? Is it? No, it isn't. Oh, no. Something went wrong. So we've got the right gap there now, by the looks of it. 1.75. Right, we need to come back 0.25. And then we should be still lined up down here now. Are we lined up? No, we're not. Right. So, where's the problem? That's the right distance there, but we're not the right distance here. We're short by an arbitrary amount. Well, them are in the wrong position. Right, so that's in the wrong position as well. So that's over. So I thought I had these lines up. So that we know that's a fixed size. So the whole thing's got to go over a touch. Right. Okay. How far is it going to go?
G0WAB, you're about full. 575, right.
.2 of a mil. 0.2. Okay. So we can go over 0.2. Well, what that'll do, I don't know. So all that over 0.2 of a mil. .2 of a mil. 0.2. Okay, so we're lined up now. Okay, so we're lined up and we're spaced out, okay. Yeah. Apart from, still a problem here. Still a problem there. Okay, we'll leave that for a minute there. Save that. Now we'll juggle these over. It's getting worse, isn't it? Right, hang on then. Getting worse. Let's just right, let's make a little bit of a line down here to there. Leave that there. Is that right? That's not right, look. What is going on? Or is it my guide? My guide's not. What's happening? Let's go from the top button. So going from there. Let's go all the way down here. Right, that's the guide. So we're slow. I've just moved it 0.2. What is going on here? Right, so there's something very strange happening. 0.2. Can't always measure this in parallel. You got to get into perspective to get the right line. So the line's up in the air. Let's undo the guide and put a guide in from there. Let's get rid of the guide, put the guide in. There. So we're out by a small amount. 0.2. So we're out by 0.2. Okay. Out by 0.2. 2.2. We're over by 2. Actually, that's different to that one, isn't it? Let's do the top row first then. So top row first. Go back by top row, back by 0.2. Let's make sure that's good. No, it's not. It's not there. Oh, or is it? Hang on. No, it is. It is there. Yeah, it is there. Right, that's what's throwing me out. I've got to make sure I'm looking at the bottom. Right. Need to find out how far this is out now. It's not going on to it. Why not? What's it doing? Why is it doing that? It's snapping away from it. Why is it snapping away from it? It's on the same plane. What the hell's going on here? Right, let's come out a minute. It's gone, sent it a bit nuts. Sent it a bit crazy. Right, why can't I measure that? Why won't it let me measure that? It keeps snapping. That's stupid. Doesn't like it. Must be... That's right. So something's not right with the sideways on. I must be in the wrong position somewhere. So we want this end. That's the end we want. Right, something not quite right here. We're not on the line for some reason. Certainly looks like it's on the line. That's weird. So we're on the line, but it won't let us. It won't let us line it up or measure it. Begs the question why. The precision. Okay, let's go on to model info. Precision enables snapping. Right. Snapping length, yeah. Precision. Decimal. Enable angle snapping. Don't know. Should go in there. Just doesn't like it. Doesn't like something or other. I want to measure it so I can work out. That's 0.2. It's 0.5. 0.2. 0.5. Right. Anyway, let's get rid of that. Right. It's playing silly buggers. So how do I move it? How do I line it if I don't know what the size is? How can I just do that? I can't do it. So I go like that. And I can do like that. Now I can measure it. 0.3. 0.3. Right, so it's 0.3, so I need to move the whole thing by 0.3. Then if I do that, all this, oh yeah, that's, yeah, that needs to go by 0.3. Hang on. No, that, them are in the, oh yeah, they are out by 0.3, yeah. So I'll leave that one, yeah, okay. Move it over by 0.3. Okay, so it should be lined up now. Should be. Yeah. Okay, so lined up there. And the gap here is right, everything's right there. We're in the middle, that's fine. Now we're still over this side bit. So now if that's the right size and all the rest of the right size and there's no anomalies, no gaps in the middle, it shouldn't be. And then we're in the middle, so there's only one thing left to do, is to alter this a little bit. That's the right size there, but it's sticking out, so what we can do is reduce the size of this a little bit. Bit cheating way doing it. How far open? How far over is it? Right, it's over by. Oh god, I'm losing it. Right. Well, let me do that way, so why won't it let me measure that? 0.75. So we're 0.75 over. So move it 0.75. Okay, so we've cheated a bit. 0.75 of a millimetre, less than what it's supposed to be. But we know that's alright. And that's alright, so don't know. Right, we'll get the rest of these done now, hopefully. Let's have a look. Start from down here. Let's have a look at these keys now. They're lined up. Right, so they're all lined up. That's fine. Right, the next row. Okay. So these are offset by, they're not in the middle. Well, the first thing is to get the spacing right on the loose keys. That's the first thing to do, so we need to can select all these if it lets us. Right, select all them apart from one and move them over .5, drop one, move them over by .5, drop one, 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 keep doing this. Okay, right, so then we've got the whole lot's got to be moved over. Tell you what, I'll just bring that over by .5. So they're all sort of spaced apart. Right, we've got a gap there, so select all them and bring them over to where we think. Okay. Now is that 1.5 mil? Oh, we crashed. No, we haven't. Thought we crashed then. 1.53. Okay, because that's slightly out there, isn't it? So let's have a look where this is. So we're not quite lined up here. Yeah. Okay. Right, so I need to measure that one. Need to measure that before see if that's the right size. So what have we got here? We've got not a good way of measuring it, really. Hang on. Let's start from there. Go around to there. 2250. Let's have a look. I think it is 2250. Yeah. 22.50 it is. So that is right. Everything else looks good. So we need to leave it, push that to where it needs to go. So we need to find out what the distance is, the difference in the gap. .72. Right, 0.72. So we need to move all that over. I'll leave that for a minute. So we'll get all them and move it over 0.72. So that should be on the line now. Looks like it, yeah. It's on the line. Right, so it's spaced apart. So our only problem is this bit here, because we did shrink that size and we're too big. Are we the right size there? I think we are. I think we're okay here. We're okay there, but we're not okay here. .225. So I need to extend that one side by 0.75. I can do that. .75. Okay, so we're lined up. We're now lined up, yeah, lined up. Okay, so this is not exactly the right size, but it's making up for problems elsewhere somehow. Don't ask me how. This is the caps lock. Right, so we're close. So we need to sort this lot out now. So what we can do, well, let's first make the keys the right size. So we'll select all these. I'll drop one off and move it over by 0.5. Drop one off, move it over by 0.5, drop one off. Okay, so we've got them spaced okay, apart from that one. Need to see where roughly they are compared to the key above it. Oh, it's bang on. That's good. It's actually bang on in the middle. So that'll be easy to align. So I'll just grab all those. And I literally just grab by that and get it to get into the middle. That looks like the middle. Yeah. Okay, and this one needs to come over. I can just try moving that till it looks right. Is that right? Is that point? Is that 1.5 or is it less? it's 1.5. That's fine. So, what's going down here? Is that on the line? Is it? No, it's not quite cut as a brake, has it? Almost. Almost cut as a brake. So what is different about that then? Shame. Shame about that. So that's all the right size. And we're in the middle. We're in the middle. Are we in the middle? No, I don't think we are. We're slightly out. So I think we're slightly out by that amount. Whatever that is. Yeah. So I've got to work out how far out that is. It's not easy. Right, so I'll tell you what, how do we work that out? Got to work that out so I can, it's not a lot. It's not a lot, I tell you.
M7REV, 2E1FM. Hi buddy, 400.
It's not recognising it as a... Right, so it's not recognising it. So I put that in there. So I've got to select all those. Oh, if you can't select them while looking like that. So go and select all them. No. And then nudge it over manually. I have to do it manually, which is not going to tell me the size. Nudge it over. That's 0.5. It's hardly anything. I need to measure it to know exactly where it is. Tell you what, I'll push it over there. It's crashed anyway. It's crashed. Biscuit time, biscuit time. Right, let's get it back on again. Gotta get this finished so I can do the plastics later. Now the keyboard, plastics now. Too soon. Too much wishful thinking. We didn't lose a lot. Right. Come on. Come on, it's only a tiny bit. Can't even measure it. So I'll go like that across to there, and I'll see if I can drag it to the line. Now it just wants to go back, doesn't it? So I'll say 0.48. No. Undo, move, undo, move. I need to go this way. 0.1. 0.1's too much. Undo, move, go this way. 0.03. 0.03, is that right? That certainly looks like, doesn't it? Is it? Yeah, it's as close as, damn it. Close as damn it. Right. Okay, so we cheated again. We haven't constrained to something, so we had to cheat. Oh well. No one will ever know. No one will ever know. And I can't even know. I don't even know what I've done now. Because I'll never be able to measure it to find out. Right, so we're okay across there. So this one is out. So we need to bring that over sort of till it looks right. That doesn't look too bad actually. Let's just measure it. Right, we're okay there. Are we okay here? That'll be a bonus if we are. That'll help speed it along a bit. 1.47. We're 0.3 out. Right, so are we 0.3 out over here? Oh, are we actually 0.3 out? I think we are. Okay, so that we can. Let's just move it over 0.3. Oh god, flicking everything around here. Right, is this the right size now? No, we've gone the wrong way. Okay, so we want to go 0.27. Yeah, that's right there, but the other side's not going to be right, is it? Would it be right? Is it right? Do it look right? God, it's moving all over the place, I can't help it. I'm trying to scan it round. Ah, we're spot on, aren't we? I said we're spot on. Spot on. Should get a medal for that. Should have got a medal for that one, for being spot on like that. Right. So we're... What's this one? So these should be in the middle, yeah, that's good, that's good. So it's just this bottom rail now and making sure this is spread out right, which it isn't. I'm going to adjust that bit. Okay, what we like for time. 10:30. Oh dear. Right, it'd be nice to finish this section. How do I finish this section off? Well, we know that those two have got to go over 0.5, and that one's going to go over 0.5. Right. What? Right, that's not good. Oh, they've moved off again.
У нас тут зафиксировано. Тем не менее, 5-9 слышу. 5-9, Алексей, близко. 5-9, ЦГБ, УА-4С. Thank you.
You stay here, I'm gonna go uptown.
I'm coming now.
No,
Yeah.
I'll do the shopping.
Okay, that's gonna be it for today.
Thank you very much. Sierra Mike 3, November.
Got to go shopping, so I'll catch you on the next stream a bit later on. Okay, we'll finish this off later on. Well, I'll catch you all in a bit, and I'll catch you later. I've got to go do some shopping. Bye for now, I'm gone. And let's just give you a...
The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds.